floodplain fight. Thank you for joining us at 6. I'm Darren Perrin.
And I'm Kat Villianzoni. Nearly a year after last summer's devastating floods, which razed the neighborhood in the images you see behind us, officials in Berlin allege that the owners of a mobile home park are rebuilding without the necessary permits.
Our Calvin Cutler is joining us now in the studio. And Calvin, you've spent a lot of time in this community over the last year. What is the latest?
Well, mobile homes are one of the most affordable options for home ownership, especially in this current housing shortage. But the town of Berlin wants the owner of the town's largest mobile home park to halt reconstruction of the flood-damaged property. It's been almost a year since the Stevens branch of the Winooski tore through Berlin. In its crosshairs, the Berlin Mobile Home Park. Nearly a year later, some units are still on site, caked with flood mud, still filled with families' personal belongings. Its former community members scattered to the wind.
Not only are they having to deal with their physical belongings being gone, but they've lost a connection to the community. They'll never be able to get back.
If you go to the Berlin Mobile Home Park today, this is what you'll see. Lots completely cleared out, overgrown with weeds. But if you go to the end of the road, there's at least 2 projects which are either under construction or completely finished. Friday, construction crews were busy building a deck on a cottage down the road from a recently poured concrete slab, ready for utility hookups. This has local and state officials concerned. Berlin is suing the park owner, Randy Rouleau, alleging that he's building in a floodplain where housing is not allowed under updated floodplain regulations. The town is asking a judge to halt the construction. Rouleau denies that he's building new units in the floodplain. He says he's just restoring cottages that had water damage.
They were not severely damaged. They are previously cited, and we want to continue the work on those. But they are not new construction. There's no additions, expansions of any kind.
In a court filing, Rouleau also says that he's losing about $20,000 a month, not bringing in revenue. Judge Thomas Walsh heard arguments in the case Friday and warned Rouleau that continued construction could come at an even bigger cost if the town proves its case.
But if you need a permit and you can't get a permit, then the relief is going to be probably ordering you to undo the work you did, as well as pay fines and penalties. So there's risk there. I want to be clear about that for you.
Berlin officials acknowledge it's a difficult balancing act between private property rights and enforcing regulations. But they say the real issue is about the danger to people living in a flood-prone area.
We need to protect our residents, and that's what it is about, is to keep them and their life safe as much as we can.
Now, the judge said that Rouleau can continue making repairs on the existing cottages, but stressed that he isn't allowed to build any new structures. They'll be back for another hearing in several weeks. Reporting in studio, Calvin Cutler, Channel 3 News.